Welcome to On the Set. Only a small percentage of you guys are subscribed. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs, and once we reach that, we're going to give a subscriber a $100 giveaway. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share this video with your friends. Enjoy the rest of the podcast.
Right.
A college is a business. That's how they make money. So that's how it is. If you're not bringing in money and revenue, then
I agree, bro.
Savvy politics.
someone's gonna have leverage. It's always gonna be who has leverage in anything in life.
If you have 1 million followers on Instagram, you can bring in an easy high six figures.
Welcome back to On the Set, guys. Thank you for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing. As always, it is a pleasure to be here on the set. No pun intended. All right, so we are a little rusty right now. I haven't been here in what? It's been like 2 weeks.
It's been 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Holy shit, it's been 3 weeks. Okay. So it has been 3 weeks since we recorded, and today we have a very special guest on. He is a reoccurring guest. You guys have seen him before with Ashcard. His name is Parker Lanosa. And yeah.
Let's give a round of applause to Parker. What's up, Parker? How are you, man?
Thank you. It's always a pleasure coming on.
Always a pleasure having you, my guy.
Thank you.
All right, so you want to give the audience a little preview about yourself, if they don't know already, haven't watched your previous episode.
Yeah, like a previous episode, I'm a kind of motivational influencer, or like in the social media aspect world, and athlete as well. That's where I cater more towards my audience of. In Florida, I'm the number 10 point guard in the state of Florida, top 68 player in the state of Florida, and yeah, that's just a little bit about me, athlete wise. Yeah.
What a cool introduction. Like, actually, bro.
We need to start writing introductions. Jeremy, once we have guests on, I'm going to have you do some research, and you're going to be the one writing introductions. We're going to make him go to work.
Yo, that's crazy. And you are a junior.
Yeah.
In high school. How old are you?
18.
That's crazy.
I just turned 18.
That's so crazy. Oh,
really?
Happy birthday, bro.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, yeah, you just turned 18.
Yeah.
That's right.
You were there.
Yeah. That was like, what, a week ago?
Yeah, literally, that was about almost a week ago.
Yeah, that's
Dang.
crazy. I forgot about that. Probably.
Well,
I'm losing a lot of brain cells recently.
Facts, bro. College sucks. I
That too.
didn't have you on the last. I didn't have the privilege to have you on the last podcast.
Podcast.
For both.
Yeah. Good job.
But
Good job, George.
after a lot of research and just knowing you, hearing about you, you are the talk of the town for a lot of the time. Even someone like my brother, he always mentions you, or he mentions you before. I'm like, that's strange, someone that went to our old high school and stuff like that, and now you're blowing up.
You got what? So put his TikTok and Instagram up here.
I was
TikTok,
just about to say
how
that.
many followers?
Over 400,000.
Almost 400,000, I believe. Yeah.
Instagram is 40K.
40K. Which is still, it's really impressive, because Instagram is like way harder, obviously, to get that much.
I only have 3,000. That feels like a lot as it is already.
Right, exactly. How do you manage that while being a high school student?
Oh, that's a great question. Everything is a mindset. You change your mind, you change your life. So basically, how hungry are you and how ambitious are you to succeed and want to do something with your life? Mm-hmm. And a lot of people are lazy and they don't prioritize their priorities. Mm-hmm. And so they end up like empty, and they end up where the crowd is and seeking approval from the world. So that's where I just want to go in my life, and just having as much on my plate as it is right now. That's where it's going to take me to go and be at that level. So just doing all that I can right now to set up my future is really where everything's going.
I like that. Okay, well, let's talk about your future, because I know you from basketball, and you're killing it in that. Now I know you from social media. That's why it was like kind of cool seeing you have trouble like saying what you are, because you're kind of everything. You know what I mean? You're a basketball player. You're social media. You're an influencer. You're a motivator. So it's like, what do you want the most? Like, you love basketball, right?
Yeah.
You trying to go to college?
Yeah, that's the goal.
That's the goal. Okay, and you will go to college. Let's just face the facts.
I actually kind of want to intervene.
Go ahead.
Go first, though.
No, it's just like, you trying to go NBA? Is that the biggest dream?
Of course, that's a goal for everyone to go to the NBA.
Okay, but what if you just blow up social media? There's a famous D1 football player that went to like the state of Alabama, but his social media blew up, and he just realized he had more love for that social media aspect, and he just stopped. It was the biggest talk, but it was like he wanted the NFL his whole life, and then when he finally could do it, but social media came in and it changed his perspective. He loved it way more, and he stopped. What about you?
That's kind of like Destroying's like future too. I don't know if you know about Destroying.
Yeah,
YouTuber kind of did like the same route. And basically, you're D1. You're one step away from going to the league. and make, or whatever whenever, that's still big money you can make there. But also 2021, with everything being on your phone and making so much money, everything's about being financially free. Everyone wants to make money. Everyone wants to be a millionaire. Everyone wants to have a lot of cash flow in the bank. So with the way social media is playing out right now, and the way these companies are willing to pay, and just in general, that like if someone's offering you a better opportunity towards that route, why not take it? But for me, my dream would always be the NBA.
Yes.
And be in that type of role, wherever it is, or playing overseas, making over 800,000, whatever it is.
Yeah. You would play overseas?
Yeah, I play in a heartbeat. I played overseas like that. That's pro basketball. Like the goal is like play pro, and it's at that point it's bigger than the money. It's what I worked for my entire life.
So that's why. Okay, sorry. Can I say something else?
Yeah, no. My question is pretty similar to yours, so you go.
So I talk about this with my friends. I talk about this with Dylan and my boy Gibby that was on last podcast. And it's this aspect of like, is it money or is it dreams? Like, if it is your dream, you don't care that much about money. Let's say you wanted to go in the NBA and they only pay you $2 million, but social media would pay you $4 million. Like, what do you do? Like my boy Gibby, he would chase the $4 million. But for me, it was my dream. This was like the NBA is what makes me happy.
No, the NBA.
Yeah.
For sure. Take a dream. That's what you enjoy doing.
It's my dream. It's what I enjoy doing. Why would you rather take a risk and either put yourself in debt or put yourself in, because whatever goes down that road, my fault.
No, you're good.
Whatever goes down that, like something might happen, or like you might become depressed, and it's not about the money at that point. Everything's about what you worked for. Like
What
you're
you
happy
work for.
with that. Like
Right.
you're joyful, you know.
And
Think about it like this. People think like money like brings happiness, but at the end of the day, what's your goal? What's the main purpose in life? What are you looking for in life? What's the main purpose?
It's to be happy.
Exactly.
to
So
be happy.
wouldn't you rather do something you enjoy than to go find money, which you think would make you happy?
yeah,
Like it's either get the direct route to happiness or take another route to find something that would make you more happy. So
And
you're
that-
just taking more steps.
That's a great point to touch on right there. Like I'm glad you said that. I think people they end up chasing the money.
dude,
so
I was just
much.
about to say that. I was about to say,
Yeah.
You lose sight of what's
if you
really
chase the
important.
money,
Yeah,
you won't
chase
find
the
it.
money and you end up empty inside.
Right, but if
and you lose out on the core values of life, your family. You lose
Right.
out on your friends. You lose out on everything else.
Right.
And I've seen that with my own eyes. But a lot of people that I know, they start making a couple $100 more a month. Even doesn't have to be big money. It could be making just a couple more $100, and it leads to thousands. And they forget who they are and where they came from.
Yeah, and who was with them since
and
day
who
one?
was with them. And then everything since then, all the morals, a lot of morals and a lot of ethics go away from there.
Down the
they
drain.
lose a lot of that stuff, and that's bad. You never want to lose your moral, your ethics, where you came from, and it's just gonna cause a lot of problems.
I agree, bro. My father always told me, if you chase the money, you won't find it. But if you chase what makes you happy, money will follow.
100%.
And so
100%.
it's like, you're killing it, bro. Like you're a junior and you're already like having to put yourself in these positions where you have millions of people watching you because your TikToks recently been blowing up, like we were mentioning earlier. But the greatest thing I find about you that we quickly touched upon before we started this podcast is that you have a plan B. It's like, but your plan B is other people's dreams plan A. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
And if that gives you anything, they should take some weight off of you, knowing that you're totally killing it and you're setting yourself up for great success.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
I appreciate the respect that you're putting in the grind.
So like something that I have to ask about that, because like now I'm playing college basketball, so like it's like hard to like juggle a bunch of things at once. And I hear there's two different things. There's one, don't put all your eggs in one basket. That means to spread out what you do. And there's another one that says once you focus on one thing,
You'll grow in it.
you'll be the best you can possibly be at that, instead of focusing on a ton of things, because you won't be the best. Like the best way of explaining that like statement is basically people say like if you focus on one thing, you'll be able to like be your best version of yourself in that. But if you're focusing on a bunch of different things, you never reach your full potential. So what I ask you is, really, do you like when you go to college to play basketball, which what I did, I dropped a lot of things. Like I
Same.
stopped focusing on like YouTube as much. Like I don't even control this anymore. Jeremy pretty much controls the entire operation. I'm just here once every 3 weeks. But other than that, like I don't do anything anymore on YouTube. I really don't even touch social media. I'm just focusing on basketball and school.
Same.
What I want to ask you is, when you go to college, are you still going to keep the social media stuff? Are you still going to try and juggle everything else, or are you just going to go all in on basketball? Like, what do you think you're going to do?
Of course, like you said, being a a student athlete takes up a majority of your time and stuff
Takes up
like
all
that.
your time. Like you're
Especially in
like,
college.
If you want to sleep, like you could be like some people and just not sleep, which I did for a month, and I tried focusing on other stuff, but it's not healthy. So I dropped that stuff, so I was able to get some rest and be able to be at my best self for basketball.
Yeah, sleep is the new broke. I'm just kidding. But besides that, like you said, I kind of social media is what made me like who I like kind of like not saying who I am as a person because there's a lot of stuff that
shaped
people
you.
made. It kind of shaped my name.
Yeah.
And I grew through basketball through social media. I grew
Wait,
through
yeah,
other
I have
things
a
through social media.
Quick question. What was the peak? Like, what started you getting followers? Was it basketball?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So yeah, and then I kind of ran and branched out and stuff like that. But nowadays everything's about money. So
Yeah.
if a player like Mikey Williams, all these people that I know that have a following, Mikey Williams doesn't need to go play basketball anymore, bro. He's getting endorsements through 2K, everything like that.
Yeah.
Like everything's about your name. If colleges can recruit you, if there's a player that has 1 million followers on Instagram versus someone who has a couple thousand on Instagram,
Right.
And who's better?
and who's better, if the players with
Still
1,000
take the
followers,
million
you're not
back.
going to take him.
Yeah,
You're going to take the dude with 1 million followers. He's going to bring in revenue to
Right.
the company.
Right.
A college is a business. That's how they make money. So that's how it is. If you're not bringing in money and revenue, then
I agree,
It's
bro.
heavy politics.
someone's
now.
going to have leverage. It's always going to be who has leverage
If
in anything in life.
if you have 1 million followers on Instagram, you can bring in an easy high 6 figures, and I think that's
Easy.
so fascinating, you know. But Dylan, bouncing off what you said, because I totally feel you. Like, first of all,
Oh yeah, you never answered that question. So what are you gonna do when you go to college?
well, he doesn't really know. Like, how would he know?
Well, no, you do. Like I'm saying, are you gonna go in there with that attitude where you're just gonna have someone else handle your social media stuff, or are you still gonna try and juggle in between both?
I'll dabble in between both.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. Maybe some people can, some people can't. I doesn't like you never know. Like me, the fact that I can even be here and also play college basketball is beyond my mind. Because trust me, like we have 6 a.m. practices, 1 p.m. practices. 12 weight rooms. We have the study hall stuff. I have classes during the week. I got homework to attend to. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff. We have 3 games a week normally. Like there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. So I mean, just to even be here is. I haven't slept in a while, so.
No, bro, listen. Like in high
I
school,
respect that. It makes you who you are as a person.
It does.
So it makes you setting up your future.
and I
I want
respect
this,
I respect
trust
you
me.
grinding, like saying that you're gonna do both, because I have full faith in you that you could. You know, like the only person that's gonna stop you is you.
Yeah.
That
of
makes
course,
sense.
Facts,
yeah.
you're your
I
worst
agree with
nightmare,
that, yeah.
and you're your best version of
Yeah.
yourself.
So it's like, I respect the grind, but on the total opposite of that comment, in high school I was able to juggle so many things. So were you. So I mean we were together. But now trying to be an actor, and then in the medical realm, like trying to be on the pre-med track,
I forgot you were on that. That's crazy.
you can't. Like I have to
You need to
choose,
choose one eventually.
and I
yeah.
never thought I'd have to choose.
Oh, you're gonna have to. Cause think about it. You can't be a doctor or a nurse and still be an actor and all that stuff. But
Right.
what you can do is you can do one for one period of time
And
and then
then-
switch it to another. But
Right. But if I commit to medical,
you might never go back. to
that's
acting.
12 years of my life
And you
that
might never go back to acting.
I can't. That's 12
Or
years I
maybe-
physically
How do
can't.
you might not even be
deal
able
with
to.
having all that medical stuff? Because like you said, I know people who are in the medical field that they spend hours. Like,
Yeah, Joey.
Yeah.
Joey's
how do you
a-
do that
EMT.
and do other things like?
It's so hard. So I'll tell you guys something that I literally haven't told anybody other than like 2 people. Over the summer, I was like down low on money. You know that, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was in the medical program freshman year, or like on the pre-med track freshman year, sophomore year. And then I worked my butt off to apply for this internship. And this internship, like everyone in the whole university applies for it, but one person gets it. And if you get it, other than you get to do crazy like awesome research in the medical realm, you get $10,000 to $12,000 per semester for the rest of your college year, which is really awesome.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened. Maybe it was that night we like prayed and talked about it, but I got an opportunity to be in the film Black Adam.
Yeah.
Now what? I have to choose. I just got this biggest internship. No one else got it. I've been the biggest talk in the university for getting it, and now I just got this crazy opportunity for my movie. And I'm the first person in the history of this internship to get it awarded and decline it, which is answering your question. I had to decline the biggest opportunity I had just to pursue my dreams even more, which was acting on the other side. I love the medical realm. But every night I go to sleep thinking about acting. You know.
So then that's the one that you gotta choose, and is acting. Whatever you think.
But
will
it
make you
hurts.
That's a
happy.
great story though, bro.
But
when
it
you
hurts.
make it, and when you make it, that story's gonna blow up.
Yeah, it hurts because let's apply it to you. Like, God forbid that doesn't happen to you, but you get accepted to D1 crazy school. Okay, let's say it's a crazy school, and they give you the schedule for NBA. I mean, for the games and for the games of the week. But then you already have like 2 million followers on TikTok, and then someone just offered you a role on a
Too Hot to Handle or Netflix.
a reality TV show for TikTokers, because they're casting for that right now. Okay, what do you do? Like, what do you choose? You physically cannot do both. Even though, like, I never thought in my life I'd have to struggle through that option. I thought like, oh my gosh, I'll do both. I'll grind, and if one fails, I'll do the other. I'll have acting is plan A, medical is plan B. If that fails, that plan B of medical is everyone else's plan A, like I just told you. But now I physically have to choose A or B. And so what do you do too? You know, it's like this struggle that no one prepared me for. That life you do have to choose, sadly. But maybe you can juggle it as in like you're a college athlete, and then that's how you do social media. The life of a D1 college player or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So it's definitely a struggle. But I'm willing to go through the struggle, and like I'm willing to cry, and I'm willing to lose, so that one day my dreams can be fulfilled.
It's the process that makes you, so it's
Bro.
some of the little things that equal success.
Yeah, and the biggest thing is like being uncomfortable. You have to be uncomfortable.
To get comfortable. I
Dylan,
realized that this year.
I think you're like one of the few people that know. I went to this movie not knowing I was going to be in it for 4 months.
Yeah.
I packed 2 underwears, 3 shirts, and then I got to the set. I was supposed to be there for only 8 days as like an extra actor, and then they
You
saw
only
some.
wear 2 underwears.
I only packed-
in a week.
Huh? No, yeah, because I was going. No,
What do you change underwear every 3 days? What's wrong with you?
I was going. Yeah, yeah.
Wait,
legit.
it's just turned yellow or something? What's going on with you?
Hey, bro, you can wear your underwear this way and then flip it the other way.
Oh god.
Nah, I'm
That's
playing.
disgusting.
I only packed like 3 or 4 underwears for like 7 days, and then
Do you actually wear 3 underwear in 7 days?
no, I changed and shower.
So what do you
So it was
shoot?
a laundry-
It was
Laundry?
I got the text the night before, so I just packed and left, bro.
Oh.
I didn't even get to do laundry, but even then I got there and they were like, "You are like, I'm giving you the option to stay for 4 months, but I only have like 4 underwears and like 10 shirts. So like, what do? I had to get uncomfortable. I had to go live in a house that wasn't mine. I had to like make it and push through, and like that's what I have to do in life, is like you constantly push to be uncomfortable, so that one day you can be comfortable, so that one day your kids can be so comfortable, you know? Because like the end goal for me, which I know you guys are like good people too, is just to make your kids set up for the brightest future, right?
That's so great that you touched on a point like that. We all come from great families. I know your family for a long time. Great people.
Same here.
I bet your parents are great, amazing too, and then they raised amazing men. And so I kind of feel like that. Like I want to like pour out a legacy myself. I don't want to be looked at towards my kids. It's
Yeah.
like, this is why I preach a lot to the kids when they ask me a lot of like kids in my age group or stuff like that. They're like so like broken and so empty inside, and if they keep on going down that route and that road in life, what if you go to jail? What if you do all that stuff? Like, how do you want your kids to look up to you and say, or when your kids die and they have kids, what legacy did you leave?
Yeah,
So what was your
exactly.
name? Did you want to say, oh, my dad made me who I am as a person today?
Right.
Like your dad's a fighter and made you who you are today. You know what I'm trying to say? Like all that stuff. Like you want to be able to tell your kids and tell generations that. And that's what people understand. People lack wisdom in life. People don't know what they don't know, and that's why our world is coming to like the way it is right now. People are just so empty and so hurt, and they don't know anything, and it's kind of showing everywhere in life. So that's what I want to do, is leave a legacy, and I'm glad you touched on that. And that's my whole thing, is just leave a legacy.
I agree.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Well, at the end of the day, I think about 2 things when it comes to that stuff. Like when you were talking about the hard times, like I do think about like the biggest sacrifices and the toughest times really like are the ones that are gonna like make you the most happy eventually and help you the most. Like people say tough times don't last, but tough people do. And other than like regarding your subject, like another thing that I think about, like when I'm putting all this work in and I'm exhausted and I want to get out of bed at 5 a.m. to go to practice, or I don't want to go to the gym and put those extra hours in, or I don't want to go to the studio and drive 2 hours to come home, I think about years from now, what I'm going to be looking back on, am I going to regret this, or am I going to be happy that I did it and that it really set me up for my future and that it's going to help me leave a legacy on this planet when when I'm gone, but my name is still here.
That's what I want. I want my name to be here. You too. You want your name to be here when you're gone, And, you mentioned on a quick thing that we can talk about it for a second. It's like my dad, like his past history, like did he go to jail or whatever? You have so much eyes on you now, and you're only going to grow. In my movie, I was hanging out with a kid with Bodhi. Bodhi only had 16,000 followers, but he's the main character of this movie. So when the movie comes out, he's projected to have over 1 million plus followers on Instagram. And he's only 13.
Jesus.
So his dad and I were talking, and I was like, "Are you ready for that?" And his dad's like, "No. Like, our house is going to be a glass door. Like everything, like all eyes are on him. If he messes up, that's it. Cancel culture is huge. We hate cancel culture, but." The truth is like, are you ready for that? Are you ready to maybe you can't start going to these certain parties. Maybe you can't. You have to stop saying certain things now because it will affect everything, bro. You and I have both seen players that had commitments and their commitments are gone now for college because stuff that they said or stuff that they posted, and it's like every amazing thing that happens, like your social media, there's always a negative side to it. Same with me being an actor. There's always a negative side to it.
Yeah.
So it's tough. I hope you never have to deal through something like that. Of course.
I kind of if there's a lot I get a lot of hate a lot of hate on a lot of things, but that's just the way when it comes with every level. There's a bigger devil.
Yeah.
And so I kind of feel like during these last couple months or something like that, I always kind of feel like I've been hated. But if when you understand that. When you're onto bigger levels and people are talking about you, bro,
they're only hating because they want to.
Exactly, bro.
They want to be you. They want you. They want.
And that's what people really don't understand. When you're really striving towards something and so ambitious for something, people want what you have.
Yes.
So that's why I don't even pay attention. People are saying stuff about I don't know. It was something that my costume I had on, or or something was going on I was repping out weights in the video that got like millions of views.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, why are you using 65s? He doesn't even know how to change his oil. Like, what does oil have to do with a video, bro? Like, he would just like pick out the most like stupidest stuff, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
And try to create controversy and people. It's because people are insecure about themselves.
Of course.
And so.
And let me ask you this: once I got it became public that I got this role in this movie, and I was going to be in this movie. All of a sudden, I have 400 best friends. Yeah. And like all of a sudden, everyone wants to hit me up.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you went through that too.
If you can do something for someone else, then you become their best friend. That's when you get the eyes on you.
Mm. So I'm glad that that we mentioned earlier in this podcast that you have to remember who was there since day one. And
facts. But like I said, you gotta have strong mental fortitude. Like when you really blown up, like you're never really prepared for it, but you just have to learn to be strong mentally. Like I know the thing in college is really helping me develop mental fortitude. Like when I was a kid, I would sometimes we had a really rough game the other day. And, it was our second game, so we're still learning to play as a team. There's a lot of new kids there. But, I mean, it hurts, and for a short period of time, you feel like you want to quit and you just want to give up. But at the end of the day, you think you got 40 more games ahead of you. This is going to set up your future. And, you really just, you want to be a man. You want, your team to, succeed. You want to succeed. You want to be happy. So to do that, you can't give up. You got to keep pushing, and eventually things will turn around. You just got to be strong mentally.
Bro, fortitude.
That kind of works.
That's a good word.
Yeah, mental fortitude. It means
I like that word too, and I like the way you you went with that.
Building a base.
I think we talked about this and touched upon this last podcast. I think I remember, but for all the kids that are watching me out there, it's way bigger than sports. Sports teaches everything in life. That
exactly.
We talked about this: how to build a business, teamwork, work ethic,
not to give up,
everything like that. Not to give up when things get hard, when life throws lemons at you. What do you make? Lemonade. So. For anyone out watching
lemon stand
out here, exactly it's bigger than sports. Sports teaches a lot of stuff out there that people don't really see. So I like that you talked upon that.
So another thing regarding mental fortitude and regarding blowing up, people hating on you. This new thing, the meme that just came out, the Island Boys.
Oh my gosh, bro! Yes, the Island Boys.
So
they're locals. The locals right next to us.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, I'm sure everyone knows about it now. The Island Boys. I don't like what's one of their names is Fly Soldier, and what's the other kid's name?
Soldier Kid. I don't even.
Something weird, bro.
Well, I don't know. Jeremy, throw a picture of them.
I
But
like Red 4-time or something like that.
something like that. But
Yeah.
long story short, like I remember I grew up with them a long time ago. I don't know if I wanted to. Like, I'm not gonna put out their real names out there, but like I knew them since like when I was a little kid because I used to go to parties and they were always there, and like they're friends with a lot of my friends. So recently, these two kids who are rappers, I believe, and they just blew up because of
Rappers.
one of their songs, and yeah, now it's going crazy and everyone's hating on them, and I feel bad because like. I mean, it does suck, like you're getting a lot of fame, which is cool, but at the end of the day, like you're getting fame because people are hating on you.
Yeah, wrong fame. Like that girl that put glue in her hair or something like that couldn't get.
But at the end of the day, it sucks because like they're just like I guess trying to do their thing, but it's like a Jake Paul kind of situation. Like they're playing their cards right. Like I mean, it may be like a bad kind of like blowing up, but at the end of the day, like they're still blowing up, and now they're making money off the hate that people are giving them. So I mean, like I said, like Parker said, you pick your you life gives you lemons, and you figure out what you want to do with them. You can set up the lemonade stand, you can make lemonade, you could throw them away, you can do whatever you want. You can resell them, but I mean, at the end of the day, these kids they're playing the cards right. So
They are. Speaking of blowing up and making money, it's kind of off topic, but we quickly touched on it before we started. Also, cryptocurrency, you're in it now, right?
Yeah.
Good, bro.
I don't even want to talk about it. I'm so pissed. I had Manacoin. For those of you that don't know, Manacoin is a decentralized currency. It's like it moves with Ethereum normally. I had it at 80 cents. Sold it at $1. I traded a
Now it's
lot.
up.
Stop. I'm so fucking pissed. I sold
What
it at
is
$1.30.
What is it now?
$3.
No. Oh, how many did you have of them?
Dude, a
You
lot.
would've
If I didn't sell it, I would probably have
Thousands.
$5,000 right now.
Yeah.
I would have had at least $5,000
What?
by today. And I sold it. Made like $500 instead of $5,000, and just because I wanted to get out of it. Like Shiba's going up.
Shiba.
You're in
Manacoin,
Shiba.
and
Yeah.
everything. I just wanted to get out of everything. I'm still in Shiba. I have $200 there. I'm up
This is-
$400.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. So, when Shiba took like a hit at 40% and was up 40%, I think it was.
I was in it during that hit.
The 40%. That's when I really started getting clear. So I'm like, oh shoot, like my dad just made X amount of money. I'm not gonna say how much money he
Yeah,
had, but he made a lot of money, in Shiba, and then we were talking about it. And I've been in with a lot of people that move into crypto like world and stuff like that. So I'm like, they're like, yo, you need to hop in. So I did my research, and I'm like, might as well. Everything that it's saying is crypto's gonna rise within the next year, within the next like couple like months. I guarantee a bunch of cryptos, and a lot of the cryptos are gonna be at the most time high, and crypto's gonna be the new way of making money.
It is.
Well, first of all, it's gonna go up, but eventually it's gonna plummet. It's
Yeah.
gonna plummet. It's gonna.
It always plummets.
It always plummets, but it's
always
why
going up.
why it plummets though? Because everyone sells, and eventually people will sell everything, and the market will crash again. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna happen again. But
then
what
you
I
buy.
do believe is after you buy, people will buy the ones that really count. And I think Ethereum, Bitcoin, and
Ethereum
Dogecoin,
coin.
and maybe there might be another one in there that will actually be the
Solana.
coins
But
that will
Doge
stand.
right now is like it's like
It doesn't know what to do. It doesn't know what to do, and I'm in it too. I have a lot of money in it.
Ethereum and like even if
Ethereum.
you're just trading a little bit with Bitcoin, I watched a
traded-
podcast. Like if you put $1, $5 in a day, eventually over a long period of time, your money's gonna grow so much, and
Yeah.
you'll be having you'll be a millionaire. And
It's
like,
the new way.
But stocks are like I said, stocks are the one of the things that I think you really should spread your eggs out. I don't think you should put them all in one basket. That's why at the end of the day, I did sell Manacoin, but I could make money in a lot of other ways. Like I did, I made this week. I made a lot of money. I'm not gonna say how much money, but I made a lot of money just trading in and out. And I got out of things earlier than I should have. But at the end of the day, could have dropped. I've been stuck in a lot of drops, so I'm done doing that. I'm just gonna trade long term, and if I buy something and it's going up, I'm selling it. I'm not gonna sit there and wait and get greedy and dabble with things. It's just bullshit. But yeah, I mean, we touched on a lot of things
We
this
did.
podcast, and our next guest actually is waiting outside, so we're gonna have to cut this.
I want you back though. We have so much more to
Yeah.
talk about. I know
Yeah.
you're so busy,
We'll
but
have you back the next month or so, whenever. We got. Dude, when wintertime hits, we're gonna be recording a lot. So
it was a pleasure having you, Parker.
yeah, thank you for coming on.
You have a
again. This
really
is great
bright future,
podcast.
for real, man.
Yes. Please keep working.
Keep
Whatever you
grinding.
gotta do. Focus on social media right now, basketball. See what you can do at once. Then once you go to college, obviously things are gonna change. I'm letting you know that schedule will get a lot tighter. But everyone's different, so whatever you want to do, you can do. Just put your mind to it. And at the end of the day, I mean, you're your own person, so no one's gonna tell you.
And
what
you
to do
got two
besides
big
you.
supporters right here, bro.
Yes. If you need anything, let us know. We were always here for you.
For sure.
100%. Thank you guys.
Yeah,
Thank you for
bro.
having me.
All right, so guys, as always, it was a pleasure. Thank you for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing. As I repeat myself a bunch of different times, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. We love all your support. Once we hit 1,000 subs, we will be getting a new set. I was gonna tell you that. He doesn't know yet. We will be getting a new set. So my camera just turned off. Great.
Peace.